Hey everybody, hope you're doing pretty well, having a good weekend. I hope you had a chance to check out the town hall news. There wasn't a lot more, but I am giving away 2,000 DSC on this. So if you're going to check out that video, make sure you go to the Hive post so that you can enter the contest. I know so far a lot of people did. As you can see, it was day 5 here, and I made a day 6 on the Splinterlands TV. Day 7 I also made, but I haven't posted them yet. They're both going to be going up today on Saturday because I've just been a little bit busy. But let's go ahead and get into claiming the rewards and taking a look at some of the dashboards and other things, and talk a little bit more about the idea of trying out my 5th account by kind of using a strategy I heard them talk about on the Splinterland talk show. And I don't think it's something that people should be able to do for a long time, but as long as the team is letting people get away with this, we'll go over it and we'll see how long they maybe adjust things so this isn't something so easy for someone to do. All right, so first let's get into claiming some rewards. Let's see if we can get something really cool. So I got to do a little refresh here so it says claim. So Drazius got the dragon one. I was able to rent him, like a chaos dragon, a void dragon. I also rented a few other carnage titan. Luckily the prices were not too bad when it comes to the fact that you're able to pull down these bigger diamond chests with a lot of DEC. Now, one of the chances I'm making with this account by letting it drop down to gold instead of diamond, because it can compete in gold 1 pretty consistently, is I'm going to be looking to push the season chest number a whole bunch, like a lot higher. And instead of opening usually around 7 or 8 or even 9 of these, I'm going to be looking to hopefully get to around 15 to 16 chests every single day. Maybe even if it's just 15, because this 9 was kind of out of the ordinary. It was because I got dragon and I rented some really good dragon cards. And I think at the end of the season, now that we're approaching just 3 days left, the competition has started to move up and out of gold and into diamond if they have max level cards. So I'm competing against a lot more players that are running like level 5 decks. I even ran into a couple people who are just trying to run like level 1 Lamacrons, and that doesn't work against me because I have real cards, but maybe it does work enough for them to be playing in gold 1. I don't know. It's usually a matchup where I'm matched down a little bit, so they're not maybe in gold 1 yet, but they're up here in gold, otherwise I wouldn't be playing them. So it's something that's kind of interesting. So we'll go ahead and claim these, and we'll see if Drazius gets to try to earn chests again today. We're looking for dragon, water, or earth once we get our new focus. I'm going to start here with a vampire bat. Got a twilight basilisk, every hungry skull, another bat, 96 dark energy crystals, 320. So see, those two right there will about pay for me to rent the cards I need to really compete and help me get these extra chests that are getting me these other rewards. There's another dark energy crystal. There's another one. And we got a pack today, so that's pretty cool. I mean, packs are pretty solid, around $3 in value, so that makes this a nice, probably, maybe $4 altogether in rewards for playing the game, so that's not bad. We'll let that focus load while we come over here to the Robinson account. I only pushed this one to 7 chests, mostly because it got a fire focus. I didn't run a ton of fire cards, and I just saved a little bit of money on this one. This account hasn't got as lucky on the DEC chest. We'll see if that changes in these 7. And I figured I would just kind of push it a little bit more for the next quest that it gets. And it was a little lower on ECR, so I let that filled up. I don't mind pushing Drazius a little bit lower because he's not going to always get the quest. Let's see, we got an 80, a 320. We pulled a gold card. Oh, we got a legendary. Ooh, a Contessa. That's a nice pull, right? I think that's my first legendary I've opened in dailies, and it took until day 7 of the season for me to get one, and I got it on the diamond account. So that was pretty cool. Things are looking up. All right, so this one, let's go ahead and check in on Drazius. He got a fire focus. He does not have a fire team. So we'll do a new focus and hope we get one of the 3 that we have. Luckily, because I can't get the one that I don't have, I do actually have a pretty good chance, and I hit it again on Earth, because since he has 3 possible teams that he can use, and there's only 3 other teams, there's actually more of a chance of me getting one of those 3 teams than not getting one of the other 3. The other 2 that I don't have. So I'd have to go into death or go into life when I'm, going out of fire. It happens. It used to happen sometimes, but I got lucky again today, so we'll be able to rent some Earth cards and see how far we can push him. I wonder where he is in the leaderboard. Probably not very high. Yeah, 378. I wonder if near the end I'll reach anywhere. I'm not going to get anywhere near these guys, right? My battles are close, but my win percentage just isn't as good. But when you talk about, can I maybe get, let's see, what's the like on the first page? I'd have to get to 3,200 right now, and I'm at 3,000. I don't know. Be interesting. We'll see where I end up at the end of the season. Also be interesting to see if those other people go ahead and try to come in. So we'll log that account out. We'll log in Gold Steve. Gold Steve had a pretty good day. He also had a fire one, but somebody was running a level 4 Malric for 3 DEC a day, and they let me take it for 3 DEC a day. So then I rented him like a Grum, because Grum is actually pretty good in silver. The one speed isn't as much of a problem, and you could speed him up with some other cards sometimes. And I mean, he had a really good day. This was a tournament, I guess I forgot to play, or a brawl actually, so I messed up there. Sorry, guild. I just ran out of time over this weekend. I was pretty busy, but I pushed him all the way up to 15 chests, so that's the most he's ever gotten. As you can see, I think around 15 is where you'll probably want to, maybe you can go to 16 or 17. Anything more than that is going to be a big grind. We'll have to see if you think you can get more than that. We'll do our first reveal. Oh, look at all that season rewards go. Oh no, wait, this is daily. That was daily rewards for the account. Pretty wild to see. Not bad. 4 potions. The 2 dark energy crystals. Those are always the funny ones to see. A 6, a 30, and an 8. But we pulled down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And one of them was a rare exploding rat. The exploding rat is more useful than people think, because in some Little League games, he ends up being very clutch. And it does have the blast and the high speed. So that's a fun little card to use occasionally. Let's go ahead and go over here. Actually, we'll just do that over here. And we'll log in the main account. Now, I had a pretty good day yesterday playing in Champion 3. I almost am up here to Champion 2 now, and I earned 10 chests, so that's a pretty solid amount of the Champion chests. I'm almost to 61 chests with 3 days to go. I'm not sure what number we should be hoping to get these in playing in Champion 3. When I get up into Champion 2, if I can do that today and play there, my rating will be a little bit higher. My scores will be a little bit higher. My ECR is only at 83%. I have been playing this down until like the 60s, so we'll have to see how that works out. Hopefully I get a good focus. I actually had a water focus, and that one was interesting. I was doing pretty good with it, but then the last 2 games I played, I just went ahead and used dragons, because I'm just trying to get wins to get out of Champion 2, 3, and get into Champion 2. So hopefully I can pull that off. Oh, I don't know what transaction it was processing, but let's just go here. Let's go here, and let's claim our chests. These are the big ones, but we already got a legendary card, so we're going to have to see what happens. Can we get another legendary card today, break that streak, or can we get one of those really big dark energy crystals? And we get a vampire bat. A 432 dark energy crystals, a Veneri Seedsmith, that's not bad. We got 1 potion, hopefully that's the only one we see. Another 432 dark energy crystals, a Twilight Basilisk, some smaller dark energy crystals, a 480, and an Every Hungry Skull. So the potion percentage came in. I won on that one. I didn't hit any crazy dark energy crystals, but it's pretty wild that earning, what is that, 4, 8, 1,200, 1,500, 1,600 dark energy crystals on a daily is kind of like, that's not that good. I usually beat that in a chest. No. And then we pulled in 2 rare cards, so that's not a terrible day at all. Obviously, you can see why some players at the top might be feeling like they're not getting as much, because they might be discounting that extra DEC and rather be pulling what Gold Steve got, which was also 2 rares but a whole bunch of common cards to go with it. I'm actually fine with this, because the cards are selling cheap enough where that extra DEC could buy me a lot more cards than they got, and I don't really mind these changes at all. I think they're okay, though I do feel like this number is a little low. So maybe this needs to be adjusted, because if I'm going to get reset a full league and have to spend 4 to 5 days fighting against diamond players with maxed out cards to get back to champion, and then I only get to play in champion for a week instead of a full season, how am I going to get this up near the amount of chests that I got in the past? And I do understand that these are much more valuable chests, so maybe the idea of me getting 120 of them is not very accurate, and nobody should really expect themselves to get up into the hundreds and the hundreds and 20s. But 60 or 70, like 50 chests left on the season, even if they're more valuable, it's like, it's a lot less chances. But though, until the season ends and we can figure that out for sure and see how it is, I don't know how it's going to go. I don't really want to do a fire focus. I've done one of those recently. I did fire and water over the last two, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce this. Ooh, I got a death focus. That one's kind of interesting. We'll have to see if that works out. I only can think of a couple cards I don't already own on death, and they're a little bit more selective as when they can win matches. So that might have been a mistake, but we'll see how the day goes. They do have some ways to win in some setups though. Though I like pairing up death with Kitty. That combo works a lot better than I think any of the current death summoners. But I'll have a fun day doing this. Hopefully we can get into it. So now let me talk to you about kind of the idea that some of the champion level players and gold level players are thinking about doing in order to kind of game the system a tiny bit. So I'm about to do a death quest, and yesterday I did a water quest, and so I've been skipping fire. I don't really feel like doing fire. So if I can get another account like I have, because I have an account from my Steve Speaks account, and I'm using that one for the rental bot I'm going to make a video about pretty soon and share how that is working. But it rents out cards. But if I could delegate him my max level fire deck, the entire thing, which would give him a good amount of power and let him start playing in bronze with it. He would just win nonstop by playing Jotun with a whole bunch of really good cards, and I just have to get him a fire focus, and in one day I can probably earn 50 or 60 season chests, because I'm not going to stay down in bronze. I'm going to push up into silver. I might even make it into gold. So it's a very interesting idea. And honestly, you can kind of do this with just one account, and it's like by multi-counting and earning a lot of extra rewards. You make the new account, and within a season, it should easily make the $10 that you spend on that spell book. And then once you have 3 accounts, you can alternate them every other season as to the one that you push up out of bronze, because you want them earning bronze chests while playing in gold and silver. Maybe you could even be playing in gold and making silver chests if you wanted to on the accounts. I haven't studied this enough to know where the magic area is, but I do know that players will always catch on to this kind of stuff and do it, because some people already are. So basically, all I have to do is go into my cards and go to my max level, go to my fire team, and just, send him all of my cards that are max level from Chaos Legion and from all in my Jotuns and my, my Magnors. Obviously, you can see some of my alphas are not max level, so that was a bad example. But the other ones mostly are, and then he'll have all these cards and all the power of these cards on his account, and he'll just smoke through those leagues. Now, ideally, I'd want him to be on a fire quest, so maybe he gets a life quest, so I send him the life cards, or maybe he gets earth, so I send him the earth cards. And then all I have to do on my account, well, today I'm on a death focus. Tomorrow, if I get earth, I just go off of it, because I gave my earth cards away for a day. And there might be a day or two in between when you can play that account at a high level and earn a lot of chests, but that's no big deal, because on the days you can play, you just burn the ECR down to like 40%, and then you go ahead and move on. So it's a very interesting idea. I don't really like it a ton, but let's go ahead and get into peak monsters and just end this off by quickly just looking at where we're at when it comes to the dashboard. So our transactions have dipped down a little bit, but they always dip down on the weekend. This is kind of normal. A lot of players, don't play as much on the weekend, so but we didn't dip down very much. So that maybe shows that maybe at least the people who are actively playing are earning so much that they are actively continuing to play even on the weekends. We do have a good amount of people here that have played the account numbers are still way off from the reset, so we haven't seen the full bot army come back yet, and we don't know if they'll be coming back, but at least we are seeing over 100,000 active accounts being used. That's a really good number. That doesn't mean we have 100,000 players. Obviously, I have 4 accounts that play, maybe 5 accounts soon, and I'm not the only person who makes videos that has at least 2, if not 3 or 4 accounts. So this could be an active maybe 75,000 players or so. It's hard to say. Our new power players took a little dip down, and when that happened, we had the spell books dip down a little bit. So we'll have to see if we can get that number to kind of pick up as we go into the next week, and hopefully, more people see our videos. That's where, if you like and subscribe, that'll help us out getting the word out that these new rewards are really good for new players. And I'm going to be doing a full video on the Gold Steve account and how much better it's been for him. I'm going to try to be getting that out tomorrow. On the SBS price, we're still, we're almost at 7 cents instead of almost under 6, so that's a little bit better. DEC still holding peg, so that's nice and comfortable. And overall, it just feels like, things in general are okay. It's kind of interesting. We've had a decent amount of cards getting purchased over the last couple of days, so that could be some of the bots coming back and getting ready to get into this new system, because it is very rewarding to play now at those lower levels if you have the cards to where you can be a winner. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me. Obviously, I know you guys probably want some more content than just me opening chests, so I'm going to be trying to get out there. Let me know what else you might want to see, and I have a few projects I've just got into that I'm going to be talking about, doing updates on, and things like that. Thanks, guys. Bye.